This is the story of the super force of space explorers.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I had my mic muted this morning. So great to see everybody here. How is everybody doing? I hope you all have had a great week. It is Wednesday. It is hump day. Yeah! And that means that we are in the middle of the week. The week is almost over. We've got Thursday and we've got Friday left. And then boom, it's the weekend and you get to relax, chill out, do whatever you want to do. But before we get there, we're going to talk about YouTube talk today. Thank you guys so very much for being here. I never thought the Wednesday show would be as popular as it is. It's been really, really great to see so many faces here, to see so many people to come to listen about YouTube. God help me. I never thought, I was like, am I the right person to do this? And should I be talking about this? Am I just going to get ridiculed and told to shut up? And I mean, should I really be the one to talk about this? And eventually I just, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. I don't give a shit what anybody says. But that thought was there originally of, should I be the person, talking about this? And yeah, you can talk about whatever you want to. You want to show up and talk about channels and talk about YouTube and talk about, on your first day, that's your choice. It's completely up to you. Fuck it if anybody has a problem with it. That's a big thing. That is a really big thing. And something that you should think about when you're having doubts. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it anyway. Last night I talked to somebody just out of the blue that had some doubts, and they should know that they are a vital part of this fellowship, that they are a vital part of this group. They're a vital part of this community. And nobody can tell them differently. If someone tries, they can talk to me, and I'll tell them to go fuck themselves. This is what building a loyal community, a loyal fellowship, people that you get to know, people that you talk to. It's not always about, well, we're networking 24/7, Loki. Yes, I understand that. But we're also making friends. We're also meeting family. We're also building the bonds that are important. That's what's important. Some people don't see it that way. Some people's numbers are all that matters. Look at me. I just came from a stream that had 1,000 people on it. Okay, good for you. I'm very happy for you. Well, that's all that matters, Loki, is this number. Okay. I doubt that if they go in front of a group of their listeners and says, look, all you are is numbers. All you are is my numbers. You're what makes me feel important. You are what gives me a chubby when I start my show. I don't think they'd be staying around very long. Then who knows? Some of them might. I know that from day one, we have gotten to know you guys. Louis Sparrow, good morning. Jedi Bill, good morning. Arwen Avalon, good morning, Arwen. Good morning to the Lady Arwen. Dave Bob, my brother from another mother. I don't say that because I'm just saying that. Dave Bob's absolutely wonderful. Absolutely awesome guy. Mark the Infinitely Tired, the Bash Brother of the South. Why do I call him the Bash Brother of the South? Because he's one of the wrenches of Ragnarok, and he bashes bots like a Bash Brother. So it's not just, oh, well, I've come up with funny little nicknames to talk to people about. Chris Persia. I'll back you up there, Loki. I know who you're talking about, and they are important. They should never sell themselves short. That's right. That's right. They shouldn't. People statistics themselves. Wisdom from Stig Kenobi. Right there. June Wong. Talking about YouTube channels, I would like to shamelessly shill for Clownfish TV. They always speak the truth and call out bullshit just like Loki. And throw new book Crimson Rain is on Indiegogo now. Nice June Wong. Crimson Rain is on Indiegogo now. Thank you so very much for the $10 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And June Wong, this one's just for you. We're going to burn it down in Dragonfire. Skull! Stig is like the Tigra of YouTube. Anybody remember the original Thundercats? And how Tiger, the whole show would stop and Tiger to be like, people that treat others as numbers will only end up as statistics themselves. Dude, absolutely awesome guy. Stig Kenobi. Thank you, brother. Thank you so very much. So what do you do? I mean, it's up to you. What do you want? Some people don't have a choice. I know a content creator that just started doing videos because they were frustrated. They were very frustrated at what was happening. Yeah, Mads gets it. Oh my God, yes, he's totally Tigra. See, Mads gets it. So this YouTuber just was frustrated with the way things were going and decided to rage on in some videos about it. And suddenly, boom, he was over 100,000 like that. It was done. And people went nuts. People went nuts about it. And I knew this guy. I got to know him really well. And he even encouraged me some. But they didn't know how to handle that, all of that, all the fame and the money. And it's strange. If you have a choice, if I had a choice, if someone said, Loki, you can have 10,000 subscribers right now, but you can't have the loyal community. But we're going to give you this boost to start out. We're going to give you this 10,000 boost, and they'll be there and they'll be watching, but you'll never really get to know them. And I'd say no. I want to build it from the ground up. I want to build it from the ground up. That's what I want. Stignobi, I've noticed that YouTubers who think I have a big name on all you need then to falter fast is all about the content. Preferably knowledgeable content, not just a poster boy for 1 hour. Not just a poster boy. Loyal community is worth building from scratch, and it takes a while. McKinney knows this. It takes a while. It takes a while. I had a really early on, I had someone that was following me that would post crazy shit, absolutely crazy shit. I haven't thought about this in forever. And I didn't know how to handle it. And it took another YouTuber like sitting down with me and going, look, this is how you handle it. And if they don't like it, then boot them. You don't have any choice. And I was like, but I don't want to boot anybody. I don't want to kick anybody out. I don't want to do anything like this. And eventually you have to decide what is it worth? What is all that worth? Is it worth kicking someone? Is it worth booting them? Is it worth banning them? And it's one of the only times I've ever had to do anything like that. Absolutely insane. I don't want to come on here and have people just absolutely act like they worship me. I would rather have people that extend a hand and say, no, we're here for you, brother, when something happens. And that's how I have tried to be. That is how I have tried to act. That is how I have tried to build this community, is by being there, by being a friend. Admitted it was Mexican Iron Man getting handy. No, I wasn't even really talking to Mike that much. I mean, we had spoken, but we weren't working together yet. This was like before Mike became a part of Valhalla. This was in the early days. So loyal community is vital. If you don't have it, you have no foundation for what you are building to stand on. Every crumbles to the ground as soon as it wobbles. Without a loyal following foundation, yes. I absolutely agree, Stig. Harwin agrees too, because she says damn straight, Loki. So what do you do? What do you do? What happens if suddenly you're thrust into the spotlight and you stay humble? You stay humble. And that's hard to do. Because you're like, haha, look at me. Look what I've done. Look what I'm doing. You have to stay humble. Yes, getting excited, being happy, reaching goals. There's absolutely nothing wrong with obtaining goals that you've set for yourself. But staying humble in the middle of all that, it's not flashy. It's not, some people would say it's not exciting, but it keeps you from having such a huge head that you can't even get through the fucking door. I don't want to be so full of myself that I can't get through a fucking door. So instead of letting my ego make decisions for me and letting my ego speak for me, I choose to remain as humble as I can. Humble isn't just for the beginning. Humble isn't just for when you're starting out. PJ, I don't know if you guys know Orville Nation, absolutely wonderful guy. PJ has told me multiple times, he said, Loki, you're going to be huge. I said, I don't know what you're talking about, PJ. He goes, you're going to be huge. You're going to be like the radio personality of the Fandom Menace. You're going to be huge, Loki. And I'm like, I just want to do a morning show, PJ. Thank you. Thank you for Project Storytime. I'm very humble. I'm the best at being humble. Nobody comes close to me in being humble. Oh my God. Oh God. It's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. Stig Kenobi, I think people who go full-blown ego trolls are at first hint of success, haven't had any success in their lives. So they overcompensate when they get it. I absolutely agree with this. In fact, me and Max from Iron Man were talking about this the other day. There are some people out there that were not very popular growing up. They never held popularity at all. They don't know how to handle popularity. They might be able to handle success, financial success, but they can't handle popularity. So they get this thing where they're like, oh my God, look at me. Look what I did. Look what I'm doing for you. Make sure you look at what I'm doing for you. I just came over from blah, 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 and I'm giving you my attention. Well, fuck. I thought you were here because you wanted to be here and because you got an invite to be here. Not that you have a giant I'm a success stick up your ass turned sideways with the rock pounded in and out saying it doesn't matter. All I eat is humble pie. This words of wisdom, dude. Why don't you need to do like a show just called Words of Wisdom from Stig. Words of Wisdom. Every time he comes on here and does this, Words of Wisdom from Stig Kenobi. You were born as an original, so don't try to live as a forgery. That goes for YouTube too. Do your own thing because it's real. Don't be something you're not. Don't try and do something that is just for the clicks and views. You want to talk about burnout. You want to talk about going into burnout. It's doing something you have absolutely don't give two fucks about. You're only doing it for numbers. You're only doing it to watch that little number count click by. You want to live in hell, working your ass off for a system that couldn't give two shits about you, that would cancel you tomorrow and not give a shit. That's YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. By all means, I'm going to do something I love. I'm going to do something I care about. I'm going to do something that makes me happy. And this makes me happy. Coming on here in the morning, Monday through Friday, that makes me happy. Doing the late show makes me happy. Doing the comic book roundtable so far made me happy. It's been enjoyable. MB Geek, let's talk with a $5 super chat. Thank you so very much, MB Geek. says, you inspired me to start my channel and always hammered, stay humble, and always have fun. You have been a good friend. Thank you very much, MB Geek. Let's talk. That means more to me than the $5. Thank you, my friend, so very much. And this one's just for you. Skull!
Long live the fighters!
McKinney Draws. Want to know one of the best ways to stay humble? Not being able to take compliments, but reacting very well, taking criticisms. That's right. There is a listen, and even if the person's talking out of their ass, turn the other cheek. Listen. Always have your ears open. You can learn something new about YouTube every single day. Every single day, you can learn something about YouTube. So don't dismiss anyone that is giving you advice out of hand. There's a time and a place for, oh my God, I cheated the system. I did this and this, and I have this. Okay, whatever. I've watched people try and sell others a bill of goods. That is completely and totally bullshit. I'll have you to 1K in 90 days. Just pay me. Just pay me, and I will have your channel to a 1K and monetized within 90 days. If I can't do it, I'm not refunding you anything you give me. Why on earth would you say you could do that if you have no idea how to do that? And what's even funnier is this person was not monetized. This person had not achieved monetization, but he can get you if you pay him, if you give him money, if you give him time, if you trade with him, if you listen to him, he will get you to 1K in 90 days. And then you know what it was about? Because he couldn't do it. It was the system holding him back. They had changed the algorithm. They had changed the algorithm, and it was the system holding everyone back. Blame the system. Blame Google. Don't blame me. I told you I could do it, and I can't do it. But it's not my fault that I can't do it. It's Google's fault. How about you not try and do some slippery shit to try and gain a number? How about you just go out there and you be you, and you have fun, and you show everyone what you can do? If you show everyone what you can do, and you show everyone what a great person you are, and you show everyone that you're a lot of fun to be around, that you're a good person, that you have some humility, that you're not out there just for a paycheck. Maybe, just maybe, they'll see you, and it won't be about what can this person do for me. Sticking over, people talk about stuff they enjoy and have a genuine interest in and is knowledgeable about. It is fun to watch. When people fake it, people can tell and won't waste time watching. Right there. Show, don't tell. So we're going to go back in time. Let's go back in time just a little bit. I love this. Let's show and don't tell. Me and Stigger, eye to eye on this. Someone came to me a long time ago, before I'd even hit 1K, and said, Loki, I want to be a leader. So I've come up with this speech that should inspire the community to follow me. And I said, no. And they said, huh? And I said, no. You don't go out and tell people that they need to follow you. What you do is you go out and show that you are worth following. Don't tell people, I'm going to move the mountain. I'm going to move this mountain. I'm going to go in front of town square and I'm going to tell everybody, I'm going to move this mountain. See this mountain you see? I'm going to move it. Stone by stone, hand by hand. Who's with me? Everybody in the village laughs and walks off and tells like a crazy bastard to go F himself. Nobody helps him. So instead, the person goes out and just starts moving rocks. And people in the village start to notice. And someone comes over and says, what are you doing? I'm moving this mountain. Stone by stone. As you're carrying the stone over, you say stone by stone. And you know what they do? They go, well, I'll be goddamn. And they lend a hand. And some people come by and say, y'all are crazy. But other people, they stop and they ask, what are you doing? I'm moving this mountain. Stone by stone, stone by stone. And they start helping you. And suddenly, there's a whole group of villagers moving a damn mountain. And you know what? It's possible. Day after day, month after month, year after year, until they move that damn mountain. And it's done. Instead of saying, I'm going to do this, they just went and fucking did it. They just went and did it. Thank you, Ryan Roger. So it's your choice. It's your choice what you want to do. But Loki, how do I just get the quick numbers? Get lucky with the algorithm? Pick a topic that is so controversial it might get you demonetized and stick to it for 6 months and don't do anything else. Maybe you'll get some numbers. But you know what's funny about that? The people that come back, the people that stick with you, those are the people worth doing things for. Not the quick interim, oh, we're here to see the train wreck or the garbage dump fire. And if you sell yourself as the train wreck or the garbage truck fire, that's what people are going to expect to see. And eventually they get sick of that. Oh, you can't turn away from a train wreck. You can the 9th time you see it. The 10th time. But while they're watching, they're going to go away and all your numbers are going to crash. So what's the point in having a quick fix when that's not going to stick around and sustain you? That's not going to keep you going. That's not going to keep you alive. I would rather have the 43. There's 43 people in here right now. I would rather have these 43 people in here right now than have someone come by and click 1,000 times on a video. What do you think? I'm almost never do videos. I'm doing some game videos right now. I'm doing some Spider-Man, but even that's kind of on pause because I've been playing Total War. Because Immortal Empire campaign came out for Total War. So my free time, I'm shooting elves with arrows and all that shit. I'd rather have you people in here with me today, right now, than 1,000 clicks on a video. Because we're having a conversation. I know you guys. I know Ryan. Ryan's a great guy. Ryan's a great content creator. Stig is another great content creator. MB Geek, Let's Talk, rising star. Cap, rising star. Daryl the Derelict, rising star. Dave Bob, there is nobody out there like Dave Bob. Dave Bob is the only Dave Bob. The rooster in the hen house. No one out there like him. Not going to be anybody out there like him, and I'm honored to call him a brother. Mark the Infinitely Tired, Chris Persia, Project Storytime, the three best wrenches I could ask for. You guessed, and you show up on streams. So that's good enough for me. Stig. Nicholas Glenn, what do you mean, you people? I tried live streaming yesterday, but it was a total fail. I'm no rising star, that's for sure. You are if you want to be. Das Wolfen, you are if you want to be. It's up to you. It's up to you. You can't do it once and say, well, I'm nobody. It's a failure. Nobody showed up. You know a lot of people, Das Wolfen, in this community. Let them know. Don't just go live, but let them know. Let them know. If I'd have known that you were doing a live stream yesterday, I'd have come by. I'd have shot by. Let us know. Believe me, people will be there. McKinney Draws with $5 super chat. Even if it was just one person watching for the remainder of my career on this platform, that's good enough for me. Right there. Right there. That's what matters. And thank you so very much for the $5 super chat, McKinney. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, Max. Go!
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
That's right. Don't mess with family. Not to borrow a line from Vin Diesel, for God's sakes, but don't mess with family. Right there. Right there. I think there were 10 of us. I think there were about 10 of us. And I miss some of the people that aren't with us. Lori Roberts. Lori Roberts was so awesome. She teased the shit out of Mexican Iron Man. She teased the shit out of Mexican Iron Man. Was always talking about calling INS on Mike. It was such a hilarity to see them go back and forth. It was so hilarious to see them go back and forth. I miss Lori. I know Lori retired. She was on Wall Street. She retired. What happened, Lori? She retired and moved out into the sticks. She moved out into the sticks. Yes, I'm gonna call ICE. She was gonna call ICE on Mexican Iron Man, INS, ICE, you name it. She was always threatening to get Mexican Iron Man thrown out of the United States. It was funny. It was absolutely funny. But you grow, and some people will come and go. I really hope to see Lori at some point. Lori Roberts, pop in chat. I'm always waiting. I'm always waiting to see if Lori's gonna pop in and chat one morning. Yeah, the New York ass kicking machine was so much fun. She retired and moved to the country. She moved out of New York and moved to the country and began right in time too, because that was before the coup. That was before the coup happened. So, but yeah, I always hope I see her. This is what family means. This is what family means. Hard work and relationship building. It doesn't happen overnight. This doesn't happen overnight. It's not guaranteed. But I remember a conversation I had with Mike. Because Mike said, what do you want with YouTube? And I said, strong community. And Mike said he didn't understand. He didn't understand what I was talking about. And I said, I want a strong community. I want to build a strong community. I want to build a community where you are encouraged. If you want to do this, you're encouraged to do this. If you need a hand, there's a hand there waiting for you. If you need to talk to someone, someone's there to talk to. I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about the community being there for the community holding each other up, the community calling to task these half-wits that think that this woke entertainment is the way to go. All of it. And he didn't understand until later, when Admiral Oliver Franklin Doom talked to him about the barbecue and how going to the community, looking at the community like a neighborhood barbecue, going to the different barbecues that were going on is okay. I understand, he said, you are at this barbecue, but there's another barbecue going on over here and another barbecue going on over there. And some people at the barbecues don't want you to go to the other barbecues. They want you to think that they're the only barbecue in town, that they're the only barbecue, and they only want you coming to their barbecue. Do you know how much you miss because of that? We are not here in Valhalla, here on Mornings of Mischief. We are not trying to be the biggest barbecue in town, but we sure as shit want to be the most welcoming, because there are some barbecues out there that are not welcoming. We want to be the most welcoming barbecue in town. I don't care. I don't care if we're never the biggest. I don't care if we don't have the same sauce. I don't care if we do our own thing. In fact, to me, it's even better doing our own thing. Because you can't replicate that. Sure, you can take a song that someone plays on an intro and you can copy that. Sure, you can take an opening that someone has and you can replicate that. Sure, you can try and take someone's format and copy that and make it your own. But guess what? At the end of the day, none of that was your idea. Someone clipped that. Project Storytime. I love Loki's sauce. Wait. Hojo. I like to go to many different barbecues. Everyone's coleslaw is different. Some I enjoy, some I don't. But it's the people at the barbecue that matter most. Right there, Hojo. Hojo got it. Hojo gets it. Building a strong community is such a bigger achievement than the numbers. For me, the greatest achievement I've done is hearing that I've inspired people to draw in this community. Damn straight. Don't follow the crowd lead. Absolutely, Dave Bob, and thank you, McKinney, for that $10 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you guys. Skol!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Be yourself. Be yourself. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to have a dragon up in the top right-hand corner of your screen. You don't have to. You don't have to listen to a certain song when you go live. You don't have to have a certain intro that looks just like this other person. I've seen some crazy shit, y'all, since I've been here for almost 3 years now. I've seen people take the nerdrotic symbol, the glasses, change that up a little bit, change the color, and call themselves Nerdrotica. I've seen people flip the Geeks and Gamers thing, turn the logo a different color, and call it Gamer and Geeks. I have seen all sorts of whacked out wannabe shit because they think I'm just going to copy this person and it'll be cool. You don't need a dragon like mine. You don't need an intro like mine. You just need a voice. You just need a voice or a friend called Mexican Iron Man. Man Squatch, I've seen some crazy shit. I saw a donkey show with a guy in an iron mask. That would be Mexican Iron Man. Yes, absolutely. And his trusty steed, Taco. You know, we do have a donkey in Valhalla called Taco. I am not shitting you. We actually have a donkey in Valhalla called, he is a rescue donkey. We pay, he's in the UK. And thanks to Starry-Eyed Girl, we adopted Taco. Taco the donkey. We adopted him in Valhalla, and we pay the adoption note each year, or Starry does. Starry pays it, so that we can have an adopted donkey named Taco, just for Mexican Iron Man. 9 times out of 10, that never works out in the long run. You got to be your own channel. You have to be your own channel. You have to have your own voice. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. Hashtag love for Taco. Next time we have Starry on, we'll talk to her about it. I know she knows more than I do. I just know we adopted the little bugger, and his name's Taco, and he's a donkey, and he's happy. All I need is a dragon and to register the Mornings of Mischief with Mr. Loki, and bam, winning. Yeah, it doesn't work like that, but yeah. I tell you what, speaking of registering though, we are gonna get a register up for ValhallaCon so we can get an idea how many people are gonna be there. I paid for the patio reservation last night for the arcade, for the Arlington arcade, barcade, whatever we're gonna be at. So we've got a place to hang out, our own patio. I see a man on the corner selling iron thongs with little boys selling chiclets. Well, we give Mexican Iron Man a hard time, but that's because we've been giving Mexican Iron Man a hard time since the very beginning. You're telling me Valhalla has an official donkey, but no Mexican Iron Don Quixote lore? We do. We do. There are stories of Mexican Iron Man and Taco. You just got to go back and find them. I might do like all the time Mike's guested, and that way nobody has to sift through the giant 1,000 episode catalog of Mornings of Mischief. I might do every stream Mike's ever been on for people to watch. So Tilting at Alf's, we'll do a category, Mexican Iron Man visits. We might do that. So. But yeah, just be you. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to be, and I mean, if you want to be, I mean, it's your choice. There are people that put masks on and change their voices and do all kinds of shit on YouTube. There's all kinds of shit like that. And for some of them, it works. It works great. Some of them, they have thousands and thousands of subscribers, and they put a mask on and change their voice and they play like they're somebody else. Mexican Iron Man with a $10 super chat. Thank you so very much, Mexican Iron Man. I miss Lori and the laughs. I miss Mark C. that brought me out of being an introvert in the live chats. I miss Admiral and drinking coffee from his memorial mug as I listen to you, Loki, while at work. I miss him too. Maybe that's the hard part of being in a community like this, is losing people. A lot of us took Admiral's death really, really hard, and we didn't know how to deal with it. And I know there was infighting between people. I know because I was a part of it. You think about what these people wanted, what they said, how they were, and you want to defend that. You want to defend that with the fire of 1,000 dragons. You want to defend who they were. And that's the hard part. That's the really hard part, is when suddenly someone's not there. And you know you're never going to see them in chat again. You're never going to talk to them. You're never going to interact with them. You're never going to get that call from them. That's tough. That is tough. The anniversary of JJ's passing is coming up. I miss talking to him. Great guy. For Admiral, for JJ. I remember talking to JJ in a back room once. Whatever show we were on had ended, and I remember saying, "You know what? You're not a bad guy, Loki." And I said, "Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm not a bad guy." He goes, "No, that's not. You don't get what I'm saying." And I said, "Okay, well, explain it to me. Let me know." And he said that he'd been on YouTube a lot longer than most people realized, and he'd seen people come and seen people go. And he said, "You're not going anywhere." I said, "Well, I hope not." And it kind of mirrored a discussion I had with PJ over at Orville Nation once, where Bird's still here. Bird's still around. Bird even listens sometimes. I wouldn't be surprised if Bird isn't listening now or listen to this later. I know he popped in one morning and I was like, "Holy shit, brother, thank you." Bird's still here. Bird's still with us. And God, guys, if you aren't subscribed to Bird of Prey 5, look him up. If I could get a mod to throw out his link in chat. Bird of Prey is one of the coolest people you're ever going to meet on YouTube. And he does not get enough traffic. He does not get as much traffic as he should. He will never, ever, ever, ever complain. Ever. Not in a million years would he say he doesn't think he gets enough traffic. But I know he could get more. So, guys, if you can't subscribe to Bird of Prey 5, yeah, Bird of Prey was playing cards yesterday. So, yeah, Bird of Prey 5 right there. Check him out. Check it out. Like, share, subscribe. Bird's such a wonderful guy. And the last time I was over there, I got to tease the shit out of him because he was talking about that morning. He was talking about a girl that he had friends with benefits with. And he was on Cap's channel, Captain Fandom Nerds channel. And then later that day, he was doing a bop. And I went on there and I was like, okay, it's time to explain. Give us the story. And he was like, shit, Loki, I thought you'd forget about that. And that's what I'm talking about this morning, guys. That's what I'm talking about. That is a friend, a brother, someone you love, someone you care about. Bird's always going to be that for me. So Snow Dub with a $2 super chat breaks down the door and says, "Sko and tuck and roll."
Spartans! What is your profession?
So, what do you want? What do you want? Do you want money? And of course, everybody wants money. But do you want money and numbers? Do you want to cry yourself to sleep in your glass of liquor every night? And do you want to act like you're big just because you've gotten some numbers? Oh my God, you know what? I could tell you exactly how to do this if you only listen to me and blah, 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 blah. Or do you want to have a community that's got your back? Because I'll tell you what's going to end up happening during the zombie apocalypse. The person that shows numbers and money, they're going to be standing on top of a building in a city somewhere with a whole bunch of toilet paper that they call money, and nobody there that's got their back. Or you're going to have a community of friends and family that's fighting through the zombie horde with you and has your back. That is never going to happen. I will never, ever eat a medium rare burger. That will never happen unless it comes over and it's like that, and then it's going back. And I'm going to tell him, hey, I told you, burn it. What is Loki drinking that has ice? Iced tea. Texas sweet tea with lemonade. So that is what Loki has in his glass this morning. I love my YouTube family. I needed you guys more than you ever needed me. Thank you. That right there. If there's a zombie apocalypse, I put Darth Arlena in charge. Nicholas Glenn. That's right. No. Not a burger, not a steak, not happening. It's going to be burned to hell. Think not of the amount of toilet paper, but think of the one who will wipe your ass with it. There you go. There you go. So, what is today then about? Not the most popular subject, because some people don't want to admit they have a fixation on numbers. Some people don't want to admit that they look at that number and say, this is status to me. But what's really funny about that number is that number doesn't get you in the door to communities. That number doesn't get you in the door with people that are larger than life. What that does is it lets you strut around like a fucking peacock as if you matter. The only person that can tell you you matter is you. That's it. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Doesn't matter how anyone else sees you. You're the only person that can determine that. And I kind of feel like Jerry Springer at the end of a show right now. The Memes of Destruction with a $4.99 super chat says, "The fire rises." Thank you so very much, Memes, for that $4.99 super chat. You guys keep the fires of Valhalla burning bright. And speaking of fire, this one's just for you, Memes. Skull! Talk about the fires rising. How about the fires rising in a bug's belly? The YouTube number obsession equals the same as gambling addiction. That's right. The YouTube numbers obsession is the same as the gambling addiction. That little part of your brain that goes off when you see that number go up. And you hear, oh, I feel so much better. You know, I've actually heard that. I actually heard that. I'm lying to other content creators. I'm lying to myself. I'm lying to all these people, but it makes me feel better. I'm not shitting you. I'm not shitting you. Why? Are you really going to act like And that, ladies and gentlemen, means that we're done. What's really funny about this is that I've got everything sound related besides the driver for this Blue Yeti off. It's all El Perro's fault. So I'm out, guys. We'll be back later tonight for the comic book roundtable. We are still going analog. I had a long discussion with Mike about my mic and what is going on. So I've done everything I can. I've shut down the Blue Yeti app. I've shut down my Razer app. I've shut down any app that has anything to do with the mic. And yeah. So have a great day, everybody. Be great. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend enter. And we'll see you on the next YouTube talk next Wednesday. But hopefully we'll see you tonight for the comic book roundtable. Take care, everyone.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.